Hello students, this is the recording for slides 1 through 6 of the Unit 4 project for chemistry, Sci 102B. So here we are, we're taking a look at amazing reactions, and you need to make sure that you fill in your name down here. I do want to note that I recognize that this project looks kind of long at first glance, but you'll notice that there are 4 different options. So you can either do the blue option, purple option, yellow option, or pink option. And so whichever option you do, those are the slides you keep, and you delete everything else. So again, you only need the slides related to your reaction, again, if you're choosing blue, purple, yellow, or pink. Okay, so you should only end up with 12 slides in total, several of which are just reference slides, so it's going to be super short, super easy. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at some instructions here. So first thing that you need to do, everyone needs to make sure they keep this slide, is to choose your reaction. So put an X next to your choice. There are 4 choices here. You can take a look at the reaction between cesium and water exploding. You can look at how nitrogen triiodide decomposes, and then after it decomposes, there's an explosion. You can take a look at hydrogen peroxide decomposing during the elephant toothpaste reaction. That's one of the things that's happening during elephant toothpaste. With all of these, there's more than one thing happening usually, but we're just focusing on the simple reactions because I didn't want to have to give you super complex ones or all of the reactions. We're just taking a look at one reaction in each of these different explosions or experiments. Same thing here, exploding gummy bear experiments are a super fun experiment. We're not going to be taking a look at the actual reaction for the explosion part. You're still going to observe it, obviously, because that's the fun part, but you're only going to be taking a look at the decomposition of potassium chlorite, which is actually what happens before the gummy bear actually explodes. So just so you know, you might be unfamiliar with these words right here, decomposition. Decomposition reaction is just when a compound gets broken down into simpler substances. So decomposition, decomposing, breaking down. Okay, so make sure you choose your reaction and put an X next to your choice for that. So let's go ahead and move on to slide number 3. Slide number 3, also make sure that you keep this, obviously, because these are the instructions. Again, you only need the slides for your reaction. So if you decide to do cesium and water, you're going to keep all of the blue slides. If you decide to do nitrogen triiodide explosion, you're going to keep all of the purple slides. Hydrogen peroxide is going to be all of the yellow slides. And then potassium chlorite, the gummy bear, is going to be all of the pink slides. Make sure you actually delete all of the other slides. So for example, if you choose cesium and water, then you can highlight from this purple one and press Shift, and while you're holding Shift, click on the last slide, and you can right click and delete, where are they? Delete all of the slides. All right, so and same thing, if you want to get rid of just the blue ones, you can go ahead and click on the first slide, hold Shift on your keyboard, and click the last of the blue slides, and then right click and delete. All right, so I can go ahead and write those instructions up on the board here. Right, to delete unwanted slides, click the first slide, scroll down to the last slide of the section, press Shift, while holding Shift down, click the last slide of the section, and then right click and choose delete. All right, so again, if I want to delete, if I want to delete slides 4 through 12, I would select slide 4, go down to the last one, slide 12, Shift and click to highlight all of them, and then right click and delete. All right, so that's how you get rid of all of those. Again, delete everything else that you don't need. Delete everything else that you don't need. Make sure that you absolutely do save the ones that you do need though. So make sure you have all of your slides 4 through 12 here if you need them, slides 13 through 21, so on and so forth. Again, you only need the slides for your specific reaction. You only need 12 slides in total. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and clear that out. And let's go ahead and take a look at slide number 4. So again, if you've deleted all of the blue slides and you're left with the purple slides, then your slide number 4 would be this one. If you've deleted everything but the yellow slides, your slide number 4 would be this one. And if you deleted everything but the pink slides, your slide number 4 would be this one. Okay, again, it's just the same slide for each section, which is going to be observations. So what you're going to go ahead and do is for the observation slide, you're going to watch the reaction. So you can go ahead and click on the link here. So click in the center of the link, and then it'll give you a place to actually go to it down here. You'll click that open, and that will send you to the reaction right here. So make sure that you watch that reaction. Give it a moment to load. There you go. So make sure you watch the reaction and then make some observations. You can talk about anything that you observe, but some things that we often talk about are color changes, if gases or bubbles are being formed, if you see sparks, if you see fire, so on and so forth. You do need 3 observations. They do need to be in complete sentences, correct grammar, correct spelling. All right, so those are what you're going to put here. Those are just your observations. Shouldn't be hard for you to get full credit. Obviously, though, make sure they're good observations. Make sure each observation is different from the other observations. Okay, so that's again slide number 4, whether you're in the blue section, purple section, yellow, or pink section. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at slide number 5. Slide number 5 gives you the unbalanced reaction. So it says on the next slide, you need to insert a photo with your handwritten name of you balancing this equation. So you do need to hand draw how you balance this equation. You need to use letters instead of letters as the atoms. You need to use circles as the molecules. You need to show the final coefficients in the balanced equation. This is exactly what we did in class. There will be a help video down here for each of these. So again, slide 5 for blue, slide 5 for purple, slide 5 for yellow, and slide 5 for pink. So make sure that you watch that video, and that video will help you figure out how to begin balancing those equations. All right, and then let's go ahead and take a look here. So you will go ahead and insert that actual picture right here. So these are just the instructions as well as the unbalanced equation that you'll need. And so then over here, you'll go ahead and actually insert it. Now remember, when you want to go ahead and get your photo to your computer, there are a couple things that you can do. You can take it on your phone and upload it to a cloud. That could be Google Photos, Amazon Photos, Apple, whatever their version is, iCloud, Apple iCloud, so on and so forth, Dropbox. So upload it to a cloud, and then that way you can access it on your computer. You can also email it to your personal email. Sometimes school email doesn't work, so you might need to email it to your personal email to get it onto your computer. You should be able to log into a personal email on a school computer still, though, like Gmail. But if not, you can also email it to your teacher. So email it to the teacher, and we can text it back, or text it to your teacher. Text it to your teacher, and we can email it back. So my number is 424-294-8688, and then Mrs. Sepulveda's number is going to be, let me grab hers, 619-930-7533. That'll be Mrs. Sepulveda's. So again, you can go ahead and just text it to us, and we can email it back to your school email, so it's on your school email, on your school computer. You can also, if you want to, you can scan it with your printer to your computer. If you have a school printer or a printer at home, you can also use your webcam to take a photo. Just look up on your computer the camera. You can just search for camera in the start menu and then use that to take your photo, again, if your computer has a webcam. So lots of options to get that onto your computer. Again, once you have it on your computer, if it's downloaded as a file, you can insert image and then upload it from your computer. All right, so find that file, or if it's like in a cloud, you can always right-click and copy it. So right-click, copy it, and then right-click and paste it as a photo too. Once you have your photo up here, feel free to delete this yellow box. You can also keep it there, it doesn't matter, as long as we can actually see your picture, and your picture is on top of the yellow box, not underneath it. All right, so that'll be slide number 6 right there. We'll go ahead and we'll talk about slides 7, 8, and 9 on Thursday, and then we'll talk about slides 10, 11, and 12 on Friday, and that will help you to complete your project. So again, super short project. Make sure that you get it started. Thanks so much, everyone, and I will see you later.